I'm live. Are you?
Yeah,
Weird.
we're live.
I guess I have to hit going live on here, so let's do that again.
Ah, we're live.
Cool.
And we're...
My phone just gave me the notification that we were live.
All right, but this is what
I know.
An error occurred. Please try again.
See if you can pop it up on your phone.
Yeah, we gotta check out what's going on here.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties on the YouTube side of things. Facebook looks like it's working fine. So, you guys are awesome. I'm going to make this as awkward as I possibly can. So, a couple things before we go ahead and get into the... I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it.
We're good.
I'm going to say
We're
it.
good? It's okay, because I'm not seeing it on here, but...
The meat and potatoes of today's discussion.
Stop making me hungry.
So, a couple announcements. So, would you like to go first with the Saturday night specials?
So, for those who do not know, on Saturday night, we have a lot of specials going on. So, those who showed up to Adult Night last week, thank you so much for coming. We had a blast. Are you okay?
You guys suck.
I think I killed him.
So, Adult Night went really
I
well.
have to interrupt you real quick. Hi, Wyatt. Sorry.
So last week, Adult Night was amazing. We had a small turnout, but everyone who showed up, we had a great few games. So coming this Saturday, June 8th, is going to be 21 plus Nerf night. So that means if you're 21 and older and you want to have a drink and play Nerf, go ahead and show up. So with your purchase of the ticket, you will get a voucher to Sons of Liberty next door. So you'll get a drink with it. You'll be able to bring your own beer, your own liquor, come over, have some fun, play Nerf with a bunch of other adults.
Yee.
And after that, that week's going to be another adult night. And then after that, we have CQB night. So it's going to be a 5v5 tournament-based night. So get your teams ready. There will be pre-reg. It's not open just yet, but get your teams together now. And we will have...
The sooner the better.
Yeah. The sooner the better. Other than that, we have a few things coming up this summer. Tom, would you like to talk about this summer?
I would like to talk about this summer,
Then
actually.
let's talk.
You know, I'd love to talk about this summer. So, in case you guys haven't been paying attention to literally anything we've ever been saying ever, we do have our summer camps coming up relatively soon. So, we do have our Airsoft Summer Camp like we normally do every year, and then we have our first ever Nerf Summer Camp. So they will be the same times. It's going to be in July. There's going to be 3 separate sessions. So they'll be July 8th through the 12th, July 15th through the 19th, and July 22nd to the 26th. Those are going to be 3 separate sessions for both the Airsoft and Nerf Summer Camps. So the Airsoft side of things is going to be more of like a boot camp style, where it's going to be more informative. You're going to be learning a bunch. I'm still going to make it fun, but you're going to be learning a lot. Where the Nerf side of things is going to be more of like a fun time summer camp sort of setup. So as far as age restrictions go, for the Airsoft Summer Camp, it is ages 10 to 16, and then the Nerf Summer Camp is ages 8 to 12. So if you are within those 2 age brackets and you want to do either of those 2 camps, as long as you qualify, you can go ahead and pre-register for it up on our website. You have to pre-register for it. You can't just show up day of. So make sure you pre-register for it. You only need to put $50 down for it. So as far as the pricing goes, for each session of the Airsoft Summer Camp, it's $175. The Nerf Summer Camp is $150 per session. All right.
So really quickly, I have a really good comment here saying, what does the camp do? Does it help you learn how to play and aim better?
Yes. So basically what I'm going to do during the Airsoft Camp is I'm going to teach you... Start with the basics of like basic rifle marksmanship. So I'll start you off with trigger discipline, muzzle discipline, start you off with proper stances, how to look down your sights properly, how to hold the gun, how to this, how to that, how to move, how to check your corners. So I can't necessarily make you a better shot, but I can at least give you the building blocks that you can use to improve upon what you're already doing. And if you've never played before, then obviously it'll be all new stuff that you've never learned before.
So this one, we're actually running this kind of like a boot camp. So if you want to get your skills down, get some exercise while doing it, show up to it. I know both me and Decoy will be running one of the weeks, so we'll be there along with you guys learning and teaching as well. So
It's going to be a lot of fun. So I know last year was a lot of fun. So if you want to take advantage of the camps, and as far as the airsoft side of things, even if you've been playing for a couple of years, join to have fun. Why not? I had last year. I actually had. I don't actually know if you hate being called it or not. Milo. Somebody told me you hated being called Milo for some reason, but if you even if you have a few years of experience, he came out last year and he had a lot of fun. So if you just want to have fun, and even if you possibly learn something new, definitely check that out. Pre-register is up on the website. You only need to put $50 down on it. You can choose any one of the 3 sessions. There's no limit to how many people I can have. So I'll be doing the airsoft side of things. Chuckles will be doing the Nerf side of things. So
That's in frame.
oh,
Nice job. And of course, coming up on June 30th. I actually get to talk now. June 30th.
He likes Milo, by the way.
he does like Milo. All right.
The Great Heist.
The Great Heist,
The Great Heist.
Yeehaw GTA.
not a Great Heist.
The Great Heist.
The Great Heist.
The
The
best.
Great Heist
I just had to check.
is the greatest of the heists. Of all of them.
Oh, wow. That
Right?
Thank you for the clarification.
Grand Theft Act 1.
Too bad it happens like in the prologue of the game. But you know what I mean. I finally started playing, so I actually know. Anyways, Cowboy Op. If you can't tell, cool.
If you don't know, now you know.
If you don't know, now you know. $45 for general admission, but you can go ahead and save about $10 pre-registering online because you get free patch. Pretty
And
cool.
the patches are
Dope.
incredible. In my opinion, one of the best ones we've had.
I can honestly say with 100% certainty this is probably my favorite patch we've ever designed.
It's almost like our marketing guy and the guy who designs them is trying to step up every single time. So,
Weird flex, but okay.
yeah.
We will have pizza. I know. We'll have a raffle.
So actually, I just realized something. I don't mean to cut you off there, but since you
I'm
mentioned
sure
pizza,
I'm sure you didn't.
I just realized not only are you saving the $5 from pre-registering, and not only are you saving the $5 from getting the free patch for pre-registering, but technically you're also saving another $6 because lunch is included.
Yeah, but everyone saves that because everyone's getting.
I know.
lunch. Everyone's
I'm just saying.
Everyone's saving $6 by going. Because you get the lunch. Tom. All right.
I'm just saying. Would you like to do the spotlight?
We
Oh,
no,
I'm gonna
not
do
yet.
spotlight.
I'm
I
not
know.
done yet. We will have a raffle.
Oh,
Refuel.
We will have a costume contest.
why are you looking
Oh,
at me?
A costume contest. So come in your best cowboy.
Yes.
You heard me. Come in your best
Best
cowboy
cowboy.
costume.
What we need is a cowboy from California. He would love this. Oh, yeah. Dressed up in full cowboy gear. Come on, I want to see your best shot. I want to see you guys dress up. Continue.
Yes, please. This is getting weird.
Be there.
So, as you guys know, every single week we have a new spotlight. And I have a little hint to what this is.
It's a sticker.
Yes! Let's just set it right there. So, what we just got in is the brand new ASG Cz Shadow 2.
It's terrible.
Can I have that instead of the sticker?
I want this. But yes.
Thank you.
Tell us what they did differently with this one.
I'll let you take that one since you didn't really get to talk much. And I promise I won't interrupt.
Let's try that
So, the C...
So, the Shadow 2 is an overall reworking of the SPO1. Sort of, kinda. Don't get technical with me.
Technically, it would be. Not sort of, kind of.
It's part of the CZ family.
Yeah, anything from CZ would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
So, obvious differences. It's wider. And it's got that more aggressive cut right below. I was going to call it the dovetail. That's not what it's called.
Beaver tail.
Beaver tail, thank you. Having brain parts all over the place today. They also have a more aggressive cut on the slide. Shut up, guys.
I'm laughing at him choking right now. I probably shouldn't.
I'm good.
Are you though? Are you really?
No.
Another thing that they did different that I kind of like is they actually weighted this differently. They weighted it more.
Mm-hmm.
And they made sure that it all goes right about here where you're going to want it to help with recoil.
Yeah. Because of the weight of the frame,
Also here, you guys can see
you
it
will
too.
get less muzzle rise as you shoot. So they did make the top side a little bit more angled, easier to grab, and the serrations make it a lot easier to rack. It has a extended magazine release, and it does have changeable side plates. So we have the blue versions in, but you can order the red. And I think that's all they have.
Hey,
at this
Cloudy.
moment. What's up?
What if I don't like how far that mag release button sticks out?
It's adjustable. This is an adjustable magazine catch. So you can have it protrude more so it's easier to drop your mag. Or if you don't like it protruding that much because you curve your finger in, you can cause the protrusion.
Are those cutouts on the frame or are those stickers that are shining in the light differently?
So these right here, these are stickers. So you have the made in Taiwan and then you have the jewel limit. So in a lot of places in Europe, it has to have the jewel limit. So these ones are
Any
Europe compliant.
ASG pistol is going to have both of those.
Yeah, so these you can remove, no worries. You do have a little bit raised sight with a fiber front and just a blacked out rear. The barrel is threaded to 14 millimeter counterclockwise, and it is metal. So, other than that, this is a beautiful pistol.
Overall, just general improvement.
It is really
yeah.
comfortable.
It's a huge improvement too. You can definitely
It really
tell
is.
when you use it.
When you feel it, you'll feel the aggression on the side, so it sticks to your hand a lot better. You do have the simulated +2 mag base, and just makes reloads a lot simpler and a lot more comfortable. These are IPSC modeled, so you will be able to get mag wells, different triggers, and different kits to it to make it more of your race gun. I'm going to be working on one of these pretty soon. I'm excited. All right.
Cool.
All right.
Now that's out of the way.
So, the topic at hand.
I'll be right back.
For those who did not hear, because we were having issues at the beginning,
Yes.
is
I thought you were going to say.
I'm just throwing a sweatshirt on.
So, when
yeah.
and why would you and wouldn't you, or should you or shouldn't you, buy a used airsoft gun?
Used meaning buying it from us on our wall or something through Craigslist, something that
Just
is not
anything
brand
that's
new.
generally secondhand, something that you're not
Yes.
buying brand new from either a store, or you shouldn't be buying it online, but whatever. But anytime you're buying a pre-owned, a secondhand airsoft gun, when should you, when shouldn't you, and why should you sometimes, and why shouldn't you? So this is kind of a simple topic. There's really not too much going on when it comes to why you should and shouldn't. But it's still a very important topic to discuss, because I get a lot of people that'll come in and they'll look at the used airsoft guns and they instantly want to buy one simply because of the price point. They are going to be a little bit less expensive. But you also have to look at the trade-offs that come with that. So what type of gun is it? How old is it? What sort of wear and tear has it had? So that's what we're going to kind of go over, and when would it be appropriate to buy one and when it's not appropriate to buy one.
So, may I start?
Yes, you may.
So, coming from my perspective, when I started off getting brand new guns, and then I'm like, oh, I want to get into teching them because I love tinkering. I would always get an old laptop, take it all apart, see if I can put it back together, and hopefully it works. 90% of the time, actually 100% of the time, it never did. But, so when I get used guns, I know that they're not going to be 100%. So when a new gun comes in, we always make sure it doesn't function, what's wrong with it. That is all something you guys should be aware of, is know how an AEG is supposed to work, know how it's supposed to sound. So if you pull the trigger and you have a weird sound from the motor,
Just looking at that one.
is it the motor height? Is it a bad motor? What's going on internally? Is there good compression? So just knowing if someone's been using these guns over and over, and some of them have been very loved, you might have to do some replacement parts. Not because they're broken, is because it's used. Like, for example, we had someone come in today thinking that there was something wrong with his gun. It's a year and a half old, but the trigger switch is getting a little mushy. That's just from constant use. So things will always deteriorate from the first time you put a battery and a BB through it. So just know you have to understand AEGs a little bit more, or find someone who does, and they'll be able to help you out.
So I'm going to segue into your example here, but
That's fine.
one reason why it would actually be a really, really good idea to snatch up a used gun is if it's going to be something that's going to be super cool and unique, and obviously hasn't been completely trashed to all heck, but if it's something super cool and super, super unique, then you might as well snatch it up, because how often are you going to find it? So, perfect example, Decoy over here.
What?
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 He's just a decoy. Move on.
So, Deco over here. So, we ended up bringing in a used P-Virus. And these things are pretty damn sweet. You can't really find them at too many places.
Yeah.
No, not really.
So, we brought one of these in used.
Used.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, used.
Yeah.
I'm confirming used.
Oh,
Giving used.
yeah. We brought one of these in used. You confused me there for a second. And he had to snatch it up.
Yeah.
Because when are you ever going to see one of these?
Ooh, I actually have a really good story about that, but continue.
So that'd be one reason why, yeah, absolutely, go ahead and snatch up a used. Like this is almost going to always be a 100% buy it.
Yeah.
You see something cool and unique that you can't really find anywhere else, buy it. It just plain and simple, because you're almost guaranteed to never find it ever again. And as far as I know, you're pretty happy with that thing, aren't you?
As far as I know, I'm pretty happy with it too.
Yeah.
There's finding those rare guns. At my old airsoft shop in California, we had a mother come in bringing in a box, and we were really confused because we're like, I haven't seen that before. So she brings it in. It turns out to be a Generation 1 Tokyo Marui Mark 23. Before it had the suppressor, before it had the little box underneath it, before it had the box. This was a Generation 1. Full-on collector's piece. She's like, oh yes, we had a family friend go up to Japan. He brought it back as a gift, and it's just been sitting. It's in mint condition. And she's like, I want to get rid of it. And I instantly picked it up. It's a collector's piece. It is now in an airtight, like, cube. Just never going to be fired. But it's those small, rare things that you will find. And if you're a collector like me, you're just like, yes, please.
Yeah, and the same goes for the Magpul Masada I picked up.
Yeah.
Those, the actual Magpul PTS Masadas, not the A&K ones. They're hard to find, and they are so sweet.
And really good working.
Yeah. So that thing was here when I started working here. I was like,
Actually, yeah.
yeah, you're coming home.
So that's definitely, the three of us agree. If you find something super cool and unique, snatch it up in a heartbeat, because somebody else is going to. And then obviously what Cloudy was mentioning, as far as if you're a very techie person and you like to kind of tinker with things, then by all means, go ahead and buy a used gun and tinker around with it.
Actually,
a lot of guys
yeah.
will actually do that.
That's actually the best way to learn how to tech AEGs is just buy something cheap, something used.
Yeah.
See if you can make it work,
That's
or if
how
it
I
already does
started.
work, see if you can make it work better.
I mean, that's how I started. And look at me now.
Yeah.
Still just as trash.
Yep.
But like you'll find some gems. Like we just got a really good rifle in. It was a. Am I allowed to say what we have on the usable?
Yeah, why not?
So we just got a Crytek Alpha CRB in, and it's in great condition. There was a few things wrong, so I went ahead and opened it up, fixed it, and it's shooting like a perfect Crytek.
Yeah, it's basically brand new at that point.
And the thing is, for those people who want to throw an HPA engine and work on trying to do an SSG, a DSG, or all these weird things, that's the route you should go. Get something used so you're not paying as much. And sorry, I'm a little distracted on what's going on outside.
Yeah. So last week it was the two cops. Now it's these two guys turning around completely in our parking lot. What?
And now, what?
What?
Okay. And then you
Alright.
can learn how to. One of the hardest things for me was getting a Crytek, and you actually have to modify the gearbox to put a gate or a HPA engine in it. So what I did was I got a used Boneyard one. It didn't shoot at all. I got it for like $60. Brand new not brand new, but good quality, has everything. Just didn't work. Took it out, learned how to Dremel it out, and I built my first gate build in a Crytek. So, yeah, you'll learn about what you do wrong and all that, but it's a learning experience.
Yeah, and those are probably two of the main reasons why you should buy a used gun. Now,
yeah, why shouldn't you?
That was just about to say that.
probably the biggest reason I can say for why you shouldn't buy a used gun is if you're a beginning player just getting into the sport for the first time. Do not buy a used gun.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that is you want to spend the couple extra bucks to get something brand new from the factory that you're going to get a warranty on. Mm-hmm. Because what's going to end up happening is I can almost guarantee you 99% of the time your first airsoft gun is most likely going to break down on you at some point.
Yeah. Yep.
And the reason for that is you're a beginner player. You don't know 100% how to properly treat the gun. Something is going to happen to it.
Yeah.
You have that warranty to help back you up if something happens. Perfect example. You buy something like one of the Vulcan ASL guns. They have a 1-year warranty on it. You have an entire year if something goes wrong with that gun to help that the manufacturer will help you take care of it. Or in a case of like us, where we can actually act as the warranty center for it. But you have an entire year that somebody can help you out. Where now you take that same gun, that same Vulcan ASL, and you buy it used, you don't have a warranty on it.
And not to mention, like, you'll get some people out there, especially in the airsoft. I experienced it in the paintball scene, that they're like, "Oh yeah, it shoots great." You throw a battery in, oh, it fires. Then you take it home, and it falls apart.
Yep.
Like you can have, oh yeah, it works. Just my battery's not working. All right, you can't test it. Make sure you're able to test it. Make sure it works. Make sure it fires. Because I've heard horror stories of how someone gets a gun and they're like, oh yeah, it's $1,000 gun. He gets it. The gears are stripped.
Yeah, like I bought one. Like I say which one, but I bought one and basically it worked fine because we tested it here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We took it in working, but the thing had just not been well taken care of. And you can see the details.
Yeah.
It still has rusted screws and everything. Somehow.
I think I know which gun you're talking about.
But it's right there. But the first,
I know.
literally the first game I played with it, the piston stripped. It didn't actually strip. Like the metal teeth actually came out of it,
Yeah.
which is something that would only happen with stress fractures in a part that shouldn't have any stress fractures at all.
Typically.
So it wasn't well taken care of, but it did run when we bought it. But that's an easy piece to fix.
So and that's another thing when it comes to the used guns is, so like Cloudy had mentioned, every used gun that we bring in, we test to make sure that it works. But you don't know what's going to happen afterwards. Yeah. So it can be the same thing. Let's say you have a friend that's going to sell you a used gun, or you go on Hop Up and buy something off of somebody and they ship it out to you, or you meet up with them and you buy a used gun off of somebody, and they might let you test it and it might work perfectly fine. Then all of a sudden, a day and a half later, the gun just basically disintegrates on you because there was a problem. There was a soon-to-be problem that wasn't a problem at the point that you bought it.
KWA
And
vectors.
the only way that you're ever really going to know is when you physically use it. So that's another reason why, especially if you're not a very techie person and it's not a super unique gun, that's another reason why you should stay away from used guns. Is They might work in the moment, but then they're not going to work later on. Unless you've physically taken it apart and looked at every single individual piece and you know for a fact. But again, that's the techie side of things. So that's probably big reason number 2, to stay away from the used side of things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys have any other reasons.
I don't know. I'm an advocate for, if you have the experience and if you're okay with, sort of the potential drawbacks, I guess, of buying a used gun, you can do some pretty cool things with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have a gun on our used wall that we put Magpul furniture on, and it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
So, like, you can do some pretty cool things if you don't mind taking the time to clean them up, make them nice. Especially if you can get one with a good body.
We've when we do our boneyard, we've actually had a couple boneyard broken down guns that we had on our table that literally did not function, that somebody bought for $50, and they were super techie, and they were able to take it and they turned it into a gun that cycled better than pretty much almost any of the guns on our wall. So, and he basically spent nothing on the gun. And I've also bought a couple boneyard junker guns, mainly for the furniture, because I had some pretty cool furniture on it. And any of you guys that see me playing, I usually have the ERG that I run around, that I have all that furniture on. Some of that furniture I got off of boneyard guns that I bought, and junk guns that I bought. So I have a pretty darn sweet looking gun that I didn't really spend all that much money on.
Yeah.
So that's actually another good thing. If you're buying a cheap, like a boneyard style gun that you know for a fact either doesn't function well, and it has furniture on it that you want, might as well, because now you got that cool furniture and you have an extra gun that you can learn your teching on.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but I would have to lean more towards the yes side of things as far as most used guns. Again, it's situational. You want to be careful of where you're getting the gun from. At least when you buy a gun from us, granted, you're not getting a warranty, but at least when you're buying a used gun from us, we can at least help you out a little bit.
Yeah.
We can, you buy a used gun and it breaks down in an hour, bring it back up, so we'll take a look at it. We'll see what we can do to help you out. But if you buy a used gun off of somebody from Hop Up, or you buy it from some random guy that you met at Joe Schmo's Airsoft Field or whatever.
I hate that place.
That place sucks. The guy's such a schmo. But you buy it off of some random dude that you met at another airsoft field or whatever. It breaks down. Sorry. They're going to delete your phone number and you're never going to be able to contact them ever again.
Yeah.
So, and that's why you should always, that's another huge reason why you should actually support the local businesses like us, because we can at least help you out if something goes wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yes.
All right.
Yee.
Yeehaw.
Yee. Ha.
Yeehaw.
All right.
So, but I don't know. I feel like that's really kind of touched base on most of it.
Again, if you have any questions, we'll go over it.
Yeah. Questions about used guns or questions about literally anything airsoft related, you can feel free to ask us. We're gonna start going over questions. The question and answer section
All
now.
2 questions.
All 2 questions so far.
All 2 questions. All right. So, someone's L96 is shooting off to the left. Any ideas to fix it? I've got one. No, you go ahead. You seem like you have
Oh
some.
no,
You're probably going to say exactly the same thing.
Say it.
Probably.
Clean the barrel.
Yeah. A lot of the times, what ends up happening.
Stop shooting into the wind.
I don't know them. So a lot of the times what ends up happening is if the barrel starts getting dirty, if there's any dirt or dust or whatnot building up in that barrel, it basically kind of acts as a secondary hop-up. Mm-hmm. And what that does is that'll either put backspin or side spin or even underspin on your BB, which will get it to deviate off course. Another reason, if you're doing a lot of outdoor shooting, if you're using a lighter weight BB, if there's a lot of wind, the wind's going to carry a 2.5 a lot more off course than it's going to carry like 3.2.
Actually, yeah, that's... I kind of made a joke about it, but actually, yeah, it's like if you're shooting a crosswind, your BBs are going to go to the left. That's just how it works. That's physics. By the way, we learned what the physical effect that causes hop-up to happen is called. It's called the Magnus effect.
Huh.
A rotating sphere in space will deviate from its flight path based on how it's spinning.
Yes, it will.
I learned something new today.
All right. Someone has an M4 CQB. They want to know what they can do to upgrade it.
Depends on your budget.
Everything.
Top of the line, get a MOSFET such as a Gate Titan. Put 18-in-1 gears in it. Better spring, better piston head. Get your compression nice and good. Better inner barrel bucking hop up. You're set. And motor. But if you want to start budget-wise, get a new inner barrel and bucking first. That will be the best upgrades you can get. Then move on to later on, if something breaks, that's when you fix it.
Oh, I've got a good one too. I've got my best and worst. The same story.
Next.
All right.
We're going to save that one until after this one. We got a Polar Star here that is feeding every other round.
That'd be another.
What do?
God, there's a lot that can go wrong. It could be your dwell, something's wrong with that. Maybe your poppet's dirty. Maybe
Could even be the magazine.
Could
it's
be.
not super likely, but it could be.
Could be. So
Could be cleaning the barrel.
it could be your barrel. It could be your bucking. It could be your hop up. It all depends.
I mean, it's chilly, so I think he knows what he's doing a little bit. Maybe.
Yeah, he's only half stupid.
All right. Worst used gun stories. I'm gonna start with you guys.
Worst used guns.
Worst used gun stories.
I'll let you go first.
So there's a term called a runaway gun. Basically, what happens is if you don't know how to, like a standard trigger system works, you have two contacts, then your trigger pushes another contact, and that's how it fires. So what happens is you'll get a surge of energy that heats up those contacts so quickly and so hot, they weld themselves together. So you're constantly having it fire. I was in the middle of a game and my friend sold me a gun. I got it for just the body, but I was like, I want to see how it works. I put a mag in, I go on a field, start shooting, and I paid for this dude's meal. I paid for his admission because I dumped the entire mag into his back because I had a runaway gun.
Caleb?
No. It was really cool kid. It was his first time playing airsoft, and I felt so terrible because
It was his first time playing airsoft, but you bought a gun from him?
no, not my friend, a random dude on the field.
Oh.
Because I was playing, I started firing, and then the gun just ran away.
Wait, was it Squeaker?
No,
No, he wouldn't have sold you the gun. He would have just given it to
it
you.
was at.
It's true.
It's very true. It was at GamePod, and I just dumped this kid, and I dropped my gun and was still firing. And I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. The gun was still firing. I ran over and was like, are you okay? Are you okay? Helped him off the field. He was okay. He understood it was an issue, and while at the time, my gun's still shooting full auto. So that's my horrible story.
So, Tom, what do you got?
So, when I first got into airsoft about 10 years ago, I had a buddy who had been playing for a couple of years. So he had a lot more experience than I did, and he ended up buying a used. It was an M16A2 off of some guy.
Okay.
Non-functioning, didn't work. The guy sold to him for like $15, whatever it was. He wanted the body basically.
Yeah.
And so he was like, I'm just gonna open it up. I'm gonna figure out what's wrong with it. I'm gonna make it work, and this thing's gonna be beautiful. So I ended up going to his house after he bought it. So I was gonna watch him do some of the teching because I had just gotten into it and I wanted to learn a little bit more. And so he starts popping it open, and he pops the stock off, and he sees looks like dirt fall out of it. So I was like, all right, whatever. It's been sitting around for a while. So he pops off more and more pieces, and more of it starts falling out. And he finally gets the gearbox out of the body, and he sees this weird little something poking out of the where the motor would go into. He's like, the hell is this? Pops the gearbox open. Live cockroaches
Oh!
inside of his gearbox.
Wow. All right. That's I actually thought that's where that was going too.
Yeah.
I-
Yeah.
Ugh.
So
Fun.
that
No,
was a
thank
pretty
you.
bad one. Needless to say, he got rid of that real quick.
Don't you dare check in a gun like that. I will not fix it.
We will burn it.
I will throw it against the wall because, that's
All right. So I actually already kind of told mine. It's actually literally the worst one I have. Like, I've been pretty successful with the used guns I
True.
got.
Which is odd because it really wasn't even all that bad.
I know. I've been pretty good about used guns so far. It's weird, right? But yeah, no, I got this gun. I was jazzed to use it, you know. Should I say what it is now or wait?
just pull it out.
No, I'm not going to, because this is fresh. This is new. No one's seen it like this yet.
True.
I got a Scorpion Evo, SMG, used. Because, of course, like, as soon as one goes on the wall, it's not going to stay up there long.
No.
Got it with 5 mid caps and 1 high cap. Never touched the high cap, actually.
They're good high caps, though.
I know they're good high caps, but I haven't touched it. Anyways,
Thank you.
took it out on the field. Literally the first time I was going to go play with it. Got about 3 shots out, and then I noticed it stopped feeding. It was weird. And by noticed, I mean 3 games later, I noticed it wasn't actually feeding. It's me. Like, what do you expect?
All of a sudden, 3 games later.
All of a sudden, 3 games later. At first, I thought it was actually the tracer unit, which is why I bought a whole new tracer unit. I was like, oh, the tracer unit stopped feeding. Which, by the way, it turns out the tracer unit I had been using actually will not work with it. I told you about this. The air pressure is enough that it triggers the gate and it flashes
Really?
early. Yes.
Huh.
Yep. It's weird, right?
You did not tell me this.
I thought I did. Interesting. So that's why I got my first Ace Tech, the Ace Tech lighter, for exactly that reason. So if you're wondering, old X Cortex, the 3300s,
Yeah.
don't work with Scorpion Evos.
That's weird.
The older ones. The Ace Tech lighters, perfect. Anyways, so I was like, all right, I'm going to, open this up, do it myself, save some money. So I do. I open it up, and I find the back 3 teeth of the piston came out as one big piece. So I got just a metal piece of just 3 piston teeth sitting on the counter. I'm like, what? So replace that. It's, again, not an expensive part, not a hard replace. Of course, I'm bad at putting gearboxes back together, so Stefano helped me with that. He reshimed it for me, which was good. And that was basically one of my best guns. And I kind of turned it into a little bit of a project gun last night.
So I guess that technically is your worst and best story.
It is my worst and best. And now, I just took care of that last night. So now it's painted, and it looks all cool and nifty.
Facebook chat real quick. That's gray. It's actually pretty smexy.
Yes.
It really is.
I'm really digging the gray. In case you can't tell, I'm a fan of gray.
I didn't notice.
So are we.
So, worst and
It's like
best.
we're matching. Tom, why don't you show us the haircut?
Why?
It's just Zach asking. You don't have to.
Oh, it's Zach?
Yeah, it's Zach.
Yeah.
I didn't get a haircut. My hair's right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, obviously. Everyone knows that.
And all went to his
If
face.
anything, Zach should know that.
Yeah.
So are there any other questions you guys want to ask? Airsoft related, anything about the vents, summer camp, etc., etc.?
Claudia's getting impatient.
No, I'm not.
I can't really sit this anywhere. I don't want to have it potentially fall.
So before we get any more questions, if any more questions are going to pop up, one other thing that I do want to mention. So any of you guys that have been staying tuned to our Instagram and our Facebook all know about the weekly competitions that we are doing on social media. So
What? Nailed it. What?
So we're doing weekly competitions on social media now.
Really?
And I hate you guys so much.
So,
Wow.
But we're not going to release the details on what this week's coming competition is going to be because we don't want you guys to start pre-guessing. But we will be releasing the details on the competition.
300 shots.
So we will be releasing the
Spoilers.
competition on Friday, and then you'll have until Wednesday during next week's podcast before we release the answer for said competition. The rules will be different for each week, so make sure you guys pay attention to the descriptions of the competition because the rules do change. So make sure you guys pay attention to those rules. Make sure you guys are following all the instructions if you want to go ahead and get as many possible chances or many possible ways that you can win. All right, and we will be only picking one winner. Now, even though we do have it, well, we will be posting it to Facebook and Instagram. We are only counting one winner from both combined. All right, so make sure you guys, if you're, let's say you think you guessed properly on Facebook, but somebody on Instagram actually guessed right. So just so there's no confusion on that in that aspect of it. So, but we will be releasing the details of every winner each podcast. So if you want to know who the winner is, make sure you guys stay tuned to our podcast, and we will announce those winners there. If you don't want to, watch the podcast, we will release it. We will release the details. Yes, on Facebook and Instagram afterwards. So we'll release the details on them on Thursday.
Comment ça va?
So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Also, we have started doing weekly coupons as well.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
So we're doing
Monthly?
weekly coupons. Oh my god, I hate you.
Is it daily?
We will be doing weekly
Hourly?
coupons.
Every fortnight? Fortnight?
Can I fire him?
Can I fire him?
Yes. So we were doing weekly coupons. In order to be eligible for the coupons, you do have to... I hate you guys so much. You do have to go to our website and subscribe to our email list. All right? So we release a new coupon every Friday. All right? So if you want to take advantage of the sales that are going to be coming up for each coupon, you do have to bring in said coupon in order to take advantage of them. So make sure you go over to our website, subscribe to our email list, and you'll get those every Friday.
Every Friday?
Every Friday.
Saturday?
Every
Shut
Friday.
Every PUBG.
Apex?
No.
Dying game?
Yeah, he's definitely fired now. All right. When will summer gaming be?
In the summer.
All right, cool. Good answer. Do you want to actually?
Got the full
Yeah, when will summer gaming be? When will summer gaming be?
in the summer?
All right, cool.
Yeah, cool.
When will we get more Gate Titans?
When we get them.
I should, unless the package is delayed, I should have them coming in tomorrow. Unless the package gets delayed. All right?
Ooh!
416 CQB.
Finally, we can do it.
Finally, we can get a gun working.
I guess that might be my worst used gun action now that I think about it.
No, we knew it wasn't
Oh,
working.
that's true. We knew it wasn't working when we bought it.
We got it for the body. Like,
we did.
And the
See, that's
sight.
a good example. We bought it
We
because
bought,
we're making a
so
project gun.
we bought a 416C, the one with the PDW
at the swap
stock.
meet. For
At the
all,
swap
like,
meet.
3 of you who were there.
And
That was 4.
we were
You don't count.
like, both me and Decoy have been wanting this. We have too many 416s actually. He has 3 now.
We have 3. That's not enough.
True, we need all of them. We need an M27 now.
That is true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And basically,
And-
we got just for the body and the sight in it. Yeah. So now we gotta
And
get
a
it.
416D14. Which
Yes,
is
we do.
just an M27. But what? What? What?
Anyway.
No one heard that.
All right.
What happened to it? Nothing. It just had a bad wiring harness.
Yeah, and we may or may not have just ripped the wires
Yeah, we
out.
just pulled the wires out so
just so we could take
Just
photos.
straight up ripped it.
we needed to use it for the rules video that we're working on. So we just all those videos were deleted now that I remember, so I gotta do it again.
No.
Anyways, so we pulled the wiring just so we could get a mag in it because my wiring was in the way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I stole it. I'm not ashamed.
we love that gun.
We will love that gun when we can use it.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's about time to wrap it all up.
I mean, we still got technically like a whole other like
Really?
11 and a half minutes
Oh yeah, we do.
technically, but we can cut it short if we want. I don't care.
Well, it's all based on you guys. If you guys have any more questions, we still have a little bit of time left.
Questions, answers,
Answers?
queries.
Fortnite?
Shut up.
What'd you say?
questions. Answers, queries. And he
Theories.
said Fortnite, not theories.
Queries? Inquiries.
Yeah, it'd be inquiries.
No queries. That's
Is it?
yeah.
But
I thought it was inquiries.
Inquiries. That's like the same thing.
What?
That's basically the same thing.
same difference.
No, Zach, you'll get a call.
I mean, it's your fault
Or
for ripping
you
it out.
work here, so technically we'll just tell you. But
It's your fault for ripping it out.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, you gotta check your magazine in, which is literally sitting on my desk, and I'm about to throw it.
you have to properly check your stuff in for teching. Just because you're an employee doesn't mean anything.
It's been really useful for a hammer. So.
Yes, I will admit that. I will admit that.
It's a little dinged
A
up.
little
now.
dinged up, and you might need to change out your mag lips now, but yeah.
But now we know it can sort of survive being run over by a car.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very effective hammer.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Sort
I said
of.
sort of. It's a good hammer though.
Yes.
I don't even remember
Very,
what's wrong with it.
very efficient, actually. It's very well balanced.
Doesn't
'Cause it's
float
heavy.
very well, though.
Not really.
Well, it's a Wii, so junk anyway.
Fair. What about my P-Virus?
Yeah.
You don't want to get that checked out.
It's okay. I'm getting my shots later.
Oh gosh, I hate you guys.
No, you don't. You really don't. So, yeah.
I'm guessing that's it.
Wow.
There we go.
Our chat's as dead as Fortnite.
Funniest. Oh,
Funniest
shots
airsoft
fired.
stories, I don't know.
But not by Fortnite because it sucks. Funniest airsoft story. I don't know. I got to think about this one actually.
First time I was playing,
I can't share one. I can't share the funniest.
I think I know which one.
I can share a different one from the same day, though.
So I was playing with our friend Tank in California. He's I have two with him.
Don't tell that story.
I can't.
No.
Okay. So
Tell the other
we
one.
came
Why
around.
is it appropriate?
He's
Kinda.
playing with his
You
shotgun.
gotta tell me after.
He's playing with his shotgun, and it's an HBA type shotgun. So he's shooting. He's like, I can't get this dude. He's like, Cloudy, get over here. Where is he? Oh, he's 2 barrels down. Pop hit. Did you just get him? I'm like, yeah. How many shots? 1. Really? And he's like shocked, and then he gets shot in the rear.
All right, I got 2.
But that's not the funny one. But
I still got to think a little bit.
what's yours?
So my first one is from that up with the story that we're not sharing.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing civilians. We're doing concealed carry because that's just the way we're allowed to do it.
Yes.
And so we're just bored. So I'll share. We'll share that one in the team chat. Anyways, so we're just strolling around, kind of in the Blue 4 area, I guess is what you can call it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just trying to provoke them because that's just how we felt like it. So we literally go around yelling.
No, you make it.
You okay?
Yeah, just.
You're the one who yelled it.
Nope, you say it. Just say it. Just say it.
Would you like to meet hot young men in your area?
So, we're screaming that, and a dude on the opposite team gets so riled up, and he has a stock G&G and a stock like full auto Glock. So he flips into full auto, tries to dump us with an entire magazine, pulls out his pistol, dumps the entire extended magazine, starts yelling at us because we're not calling our hits.
I want to point out, I didn't know he was shooting at us until he started yelling.
And
I was completely oblivious.
he's yelling, call your hits, and he's starting to undo his vest and like walk us down. I'm like, maybe you should upgrade your gun. You haven't touched us. We're not moving. We're standing still, and we're seeing all the BBs just land at our feet.
Well, you are.
I was. So I'm laughing, and he's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He starts charging us. And we're like, whoa, bro, what's going on? And we're really good friends with the people who run it.
Mm-hmm.
So they walked over. He's like, everything good? I'm like, you watching this? And they're watching all the BBs hit our feet, and he gets pulled from the game. So
That was your funny story?
that one of them.
All right. The best start to a round I've ever had. Not I've ever had. Best start to a round I've been a part of. The Tokimuri SGR-12 just came out. Literally the first round that our buddy Tank was using it because he picked it up like right away because that totally suits his personality. I got a third one. Yes.
What, buy something as soon as it comes out?
Yes. No.
Oh, sounds like somebody I know.
I did not buy the Shadow yet.
Yet.
Get it? So I can use it.
Anyways, game starts. I take one step. 3 BBs immediately hit me in the chest. And I just hear from the other side of the field him laughing his ass off. He just starts dying laughing because he hits me immediately.
So when I'm playing with our tank, me and him, we're big guys. Where you look at us, we look like we're brothers.
Fourth story.
We're sitting there, and this is a small field in Santa Clara,
150
California.
feet long. Like,
So
We have a funny one.
we
Probably the funniest
start
one is
off
the
like 3, 2, 1, go. It's me versus him and a bunch of
You don't play
like
as much as
little
we do.
kids who are there for a party. So
the only
we're
place I play
sprinting
is
back and forth, like going in a circle.
most of these at the AX.
And basically
Most of these
everyone
are
gets
AX
hit,
right now.
and for
makes
a
sense.
good 5 minutes, me and Alex, we play exactly alike. So we're all just circling each other the entire time. We can't find each other, and we're just circling and circling. And the ref standing above is dying laughing because he just sees us walking.
boy.
There's a video of it somewhere,
We gotta find that.
and we're just circling each other for a good 5 minutes.
Wait, what was my one? Oh yeah, so I wasn't there. I didn't get to see this in person, but I saw the video because he sent me the video.
Oh, actually, I do have a...
Yes.
Yep, I forgot about that.
You'll get that one next time. So again, our buddy Tank, who, he's a founding member of our team, so we spend a lot of time with him. We do a lot of dumb stuff together. He's got an A and K RPK, not RPK,
PKM.
PKM. I get those confused. So he's firing. He's
How do you
been.
get them confused?
I'm dumb.
This is, keep in mind, this is the only one of its kind. This is a ANK body with a Sistema gearbox in it that we built.
Yes.
It is the only Sistema PKM out there.
He's shooting it, doing his, saw gunner thing, and then you just hear you actually don't hear much. You just see a flash from the gearbox, like in the cracks of the body from the gearbox. His fuse just blew. Halfway through suppressing fire, and it was so funny to me when I saw that in the video, just because you could actually see it happen. Mm-hmm. I knew it was going to happen at some point.
Yeah, we were having issues.
Well, it always does that at some point. We got to fix that somehow. But Tom,
So, mine isn't, like, super hilarious funny, but it's kind of like...
Sorry.
wait, what was my?
I got to work on that.
But it's kind of like give you a little bit of a chuckle sort of thing. Hey, Chuckles.
Hey, you're not
give
here.
you a little bit of a chuckle.
Chuckles isn't here.
And Mike Chili was here for it. And it was the first ever game mode that we tried on Adult Night called Tourist. And I was a tourist, and basically the rules of tourist are, because it's Adult Night, it's a little more lenient. So there was physical contact involved, and either team had to secure me and bring me to a designated area and hold me there. Now, I could either go willingly or
Secure him.
not go willingly. I might be armed, I might not be armed. I might be hostile, I might not be hostile.
He's hostile. He's always hostile.
I'm always hostile.
Scary.
Well, when I had the Glock 17, I had that in my waistband.
5. I have 5 now. I'll
Jesus.
share one.
No,
So,
we'll do this later.
I had
We gotta wrap it up.
I had my Glock 17 concealed in my waistband, and Mike and his team come pushing up to where I was. So I started off playing a little friendly, and as I started getting too close, I drew my Glock on them, and I'm trying to get them to back up. Well, I had somebody else load my BBs and gas it up for me real quick, so none of the players knew that that I had a pistol on me, just so they could keep it off scene when I was doing the briefing. And they finally started getting too close, and I went to pull the trigger, and it was just click. It was loaded with BBs, but they never loaded it with gas. So as soon as that happened, I threw my Glock off to the side, and Mike and I think Chris Blyer was here for that. They went to go secure me. Well, Mike, if anybody who knows who Mike is, he has that really big knife that he carries around on him. Well, he had handed that knife to
works.
somebody else.
No, I tried it.
And that somebody else just decided to drop it at my feet for some reason. Gave me a free weapon, so I went on a knife spree. with it. So I killed, I want to say at least 4 or 5 guys with it. And I just kind of threw the knife off to the side. And Mike and his team ended up respawning and getting back to me before the other team could. And they literally took me and dragged me. Like, they basically tackled me to the ground and dragged me over to the jail cell and held me there. Well, one of the referees ended up taking my pistol after I had thrown it off to the side and actually went and got it gassed up. And Mike is the only one in the jail watching me, but he's not actually watching me. He's looking the opposite direction. So I take my Glock and I blast him right in the ass. And typical of when you get shot from somewhere that you're not expecting it, he's looking around like, the hell? And he sees me with a Glock and I'm just waving at him. And he goes, you son of a... So I finally go back over to where I was originally hiding, and they end up securing me again, but this time to keep me from doing anything, they literally had some guy sitting on me in the jail cell just to make sure that I couldn't actually do anything. And it was probably one of the funniest things that I've ever physically been a part of for Airsoft.
Another one that popped into my head. It was at Tax City. In my old loadout, I used to wear my rock climbing harness because we were doing I don't remember what we based it off. Kind of. So my friend, he would wear his rigger's belt with 2 clips, and we were doing kind of the same game mode VIP where they have to capture me, bring me to their spawn, and hold me. And this was before I had my accident, so I was running around. I was a lot thinner, and the dude grabs me, hooks his rappel stuff onto my harness, baby Bjorns me all the way to his spawn. As I'm trying to thrash and get away, I'm just hooked in, so I can't do anything. So I'm just sitting there as he's waddling back to spawn, and that's the first and only time I've ever been in a baby Bjorn when I was adult.
There was that time at Fort Ord, we were running down the hill, starting the game.
I know this one.
And Alex Tank lets out his classic line, "It's downhill, the fat guy can run."
Yeah. See,
I have other stories too, but I think we're going to leave it there.
Me and Tank.
I feel like you guys could go all night with your stories.
Me and Tank at CQB City. We're big guys, but we can run. So we scare everyone. We come around a corner. You see 2 fat guys come around the corner. It scares people to death.
See, here's the thing. When it comes to seeing a really fat guy running towards you, it's not seeing them running towards you that scares you. It's the not knowing how fast they can stop.
It's true. It's true.
I remember watching the video from that team deathmatch that turned into a free-for-all.
Oh, yes.
Where you're off doing your thing as it goes free-for-all, and you just see in the video. I can show it to you later because I have.
I think you showed me some of that.
I might have, because I was showing you the hit marker stuff I was testing out. Tank just pops up, boom, hits you, and you're just like.
And I yell at him afterwards. So, and there's me flopping on the floor as a beached whale with all my mags.
He's got to clear a corner in a kill house, and the best way he could think of doing it was to go low. And by going low, I mean squat down, throw himself this way. All of his mags fly out of his speed QB belt, and he just sitting on his.
And hey, I got 6 people, but then I had to go pick up each one.
It was really funny to watch.
All right, we're going to call it there, guys.
Gee, this could be a stream topic.
It could be a stream topic, just talking about stories.
Whoa.
If you guys have any questions about upcoming events, or
hold on, let me cap off the stories here.
Oh gosh.
If you have any funny videos, any cool videos, any fails, anything like that, send them to us. We want to do compilations and stuff.
And we want to laugh.
And we also want to laugh. We appreciate it.
We want to involve you guys a lot more with the content. So this isn't just our content. This is your content.
Yes.
So any funny videos that you guys have doesn't have to be from you playing here. It can be any funny airsoft related videos that you guys have, as long as it's not somebody else's video. It has to be our video. But send them on in.
I'm just gonna send us Jet videos.
And
you can have Jet and House Gamers, Storm. He hasn't posted a video in a while, has he?
I wouldn't know.
But
Robo
anyway,
hasn't either.
So any funny airsoft videos or even just funny moments like stories, if you don't have it on video, just let us know about it. But we want to involve you guys more with the content.
Yes.
So feel free to either send us a video, or if you have a cheapo little SD card that you don't mind just giving us with the video on it, feel free to give us the SD card. We'll be more than happy to take it off.
Or most times you could say, hey, Decoy, got an SD card. You want to copy what's on here? It's like, all right, cool.
So we can do that too. So,
You can do
but
that sometimes.
we want to be able to involve you guys a lot more in a lot of this. So this isn't just our Extreme Airsoft. It's everybody's Extreme Airsoft. So
It's also my Extreme Airsoft.
And mine.
and mine.
No.
Anyway, so that being said, have any questions about upcoming events, parties, or...
Oh, shit, we got to start over. Yeah, I deserve that.
Well, you do too, like 5 times this stream.
For what?
We'll talk after.
Anyways.
What? Can I
I'm
finish?
lost.
But yes, kind of like an extreme HFP. If you guys ever watched that show.
Yeah. So if you have any
Play some
questions, just
videos.
contact
Oh, yes.
us on our Instagram, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube. We will be posting a lot of reviews and funny videos. My name's Cloudy.
No name?
Decoy. See you guys next week.
Have a good one, guys.
Eh.
Ending.